Rachel! Oh, I'm glad you're here. I could use a fresh set of eyes. Now tell me, which of these pretty pictures do you like best?
Ooh, plans for the club.
You like them?
Wow, these are gorgeous.
Yeah, I want to extend the stage, which means I have to rearrange the house, get better lighting, upgrade the sound system.
You know what? I like this one. It's my favorite.
Great minds think alike. The Velvet, right? Bathing in blues at Club Indigo.
Bathing in bills at Club Indigo. What's this gonna cost?
A lot. Okay, I've got to get serious about a budget.
You know what? These new improvements for Club Indigo, this is gonna be the hottest spot in town. Just wish Mom and Daddy could see it the way I do, you know?
So you approached them about working here at the club with me?
Yeah, I approached it. They approached Hysteria. You were right. They had a major collective cow.
And what does Rachel say?
Rachel's here. Rachel's not a kid anymore. She makes her own decisions.
Well, maybe it's time your mama and daddy did a little growing up of their own. Come with me.
Where are we going?
Well, first, we are going to get some fresh air, and then I am going to sit down with Nora.
Oh, you know what, Uncle RJ? I can't let you do that.
No, come on, you gotta let me take care of this. I can handle a little heat.
Yeah, you're not so bad yourself, lady.
Ah! Oh.
What?
What is this?
Oh, this is just a reporter working on a fast-breaking story. Well, wait, perfect. What do you mean? What's your story?
Oh, I just talked to the hospital. They said Blair's condition is stabilized and that Star is holding her own.
That's great.
Oh, what's your story? The tornado that blew through here and left us ankle deep and who knows what?
Oh, yeah, that's my research. I like to have everything at arm's length so I can get at it.
You're buried in it. And, the closet?
Oh,
it's right over there. It's just in case you didn't notice.
No, I was looking for some notes that were in my pocket yesterday. I could say I'll be better in the future, but not even my mother buys that one anymore.
Mel, this is crazy.
No, this is crazy.
Stop it. We can't go on like this.
No, you're right. You're right. I'd better get a move on. It's people to meet and stories to write.
That isn't what I meant.
I know. The search for new digs continues. I respect you too much to throw your feng shui out of whack.
How did you manage to accomplish all of this in just a few hours?
Oh, I have a special talent for it. It's just leave it for now, all right? Oh. I'll get to it later. I will. Please. Ciao. Ciao twice.
Oh. My house has been redecorated by United House Wrecking.
Morning.
Hi. I came home to get some clothes.
Home? Be my guest.
waited until River left for school. I figured that would be easier than trying to get into any explanation right now. Andrew. Would you say something, please?
What would you like me to say?
Anything, just don't punish me.
I'm not punishing you, I'm protecting you. My silence is preferable to any alternative I can think of, trust me.
Did River ask where I was last night?
Yes, he did.
What did you tell him?
I told him his mother was off committing adultery.
What did you tell my son?
Our son, thank you. I told him that his mother was off committing adultery. He didn't know what adultery was. I helped him look it up in the dictionary. That seemed to straighten things out a little bit. He cried, of course. He was afraid to go to school this morning because he thought maybe his father would be gone too when he got home. But, you know, he's resilient. Kids bounce back, right?
Tell me you didn't say that.
No, Cassie. I didn't.
That was mean. You've never been mean to me before, Andrew.
Forgive me. You've never committed adultery before.
This is hard enough.
Sorry. Didn't realize I was supposed to make it easier.
Andrew, I'm sorry, okay? I didn't want to hurt you.
Hurt me? You think this is hurt? That isn't even close. Furious. Yes, furious. Doesn't quite capture the full feeling, though. Betrayed. Profoundly betrayed. Insulted. Foolish. And a whole host of others. Don't. We are way past hand-holding and apologies. You came to get your clothes. You're welcome to them. Don't pretend you care how I feel.
I'm not pretending.
You're not pretending? What do you call it? What do you call it the last couple of months when we had a chance to save this marriage? Or was there even a time? I don't know. Did you ever want to make a home with me?
You didn't want to push it before. Let's not push it.
I'm curious. I'm curious. When did you decide to leave the marriage? It couldn't have been very difficult for you. Betraying me, lying to me. You did it great. I didn't have a clue. No. You did it really quite well.
You know what? The real tricky part was trying to find a reason to stay. You cannot imagine how horrible I felt when I realized I was more committed to the idea of this marriage
than you were to me. Well, I'll tell you what, you should have broken it off months ago. At least that would have been honest. And a lot easier than watching you pretend to be my wife while all the time you're obsessing about Kevin Buchanan.
Hi, Kevin. Hi, darling.
Hey.
Great day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of those days when you want to ask the teacher to have classes outside.
Yes. Well, I was thinking that very thought myself. All right. I'm not going to like what you're about to tell me.
It's going to be a matter of public record soon. And, well, Cassie and Andrew are breaking up.
Oh, dear, dear, dear. Well, that's very sad, isn't it? And I'm very sorry for them.
That's not all. Cassie's leaving Andrew. For me. And before you jump to any of the conclusions that you may have come across, Mom, please Let me explain.
Explain, that implies an excuse, Kevin.
Reasons, okay? Now, neither Cassie nor I ever intended to ruin her marriage. You have to know that. Now, we have been fighting very hard. Whatever it is that has been going on between us for well over a year now, and Cassie tried to save her marriage. But she couldn't.
I don't even want to know the answer to this. Where's she staying?
With me.
Oh, Kevin. This is wonderful, isn't it? My son and the minister's wife at my house.
Mom, I know, okay? None of us ever planned for any of this to happen.
All right, okay. What was planned? Are you going to marry her?
She hasn't even moved her stuff out of her house.
She has a son, Kevin. What about River?
Her and Angie still have a lot of things to work out yet. I'm a little old to be grounded. And I know what you're going to say, so go ahead, say it.
I'm so disappointed in you. I really hoped that I had raised you better, to know better, than to involve yourself in a mess like this.
But do you really think you're in any position to be judging me?
No time for niceties, Drew. I'm a woman on a mission. Pardon the chaos.
Yeah, I've seen worse.
Not in my house.
What, the maid's off today?
Again. Maybe. If I sanitize and fumigate everything, I'll be able to sleep here tonight. So, have you heard the good news?
About Blair? Yeah. Kelly called the hospital. In Starch, she's getting ready for a bone marrow transplant.
Yes. Yes. These have not been easy days for the Kramer women.
They've been in my prayers.
Well, you ought to say some prayers for the man who forced Blair and Patrick off the road and then sped off into the night. He's going to need them when we catch him. How's Kelly?
She's taking it hard.
Of course. Poor dear. Between Joe's Dear Kelly letter and Blair losing the baby, she's barely had time to dry her tears.
Finally, she got a couple of hours sleep last night.
Oh. She says, oh, gosh, need her family around her. I'll tell you. Yuck. And you, I'm really so very, very grateful that she has you to help watch over her. Do you mind, please?
Yeah, well, I've tried, and I'm glad you appreciate my efforts, because I hope that will make you inclined to listen to a proposal I have for you.
Oh, what kind of a proposal?
The warehouse you own on the waterfront.
The one I leased to Melidor, yes?
Why not let me take it off your hands?
You're not serious.
Top price.
No way, no way.
Why?
Why? Well, I can think of a couple of million reasons why. Oh, no. For one thing, how could you possibly pay for it? And for another, I mean, you know, we simply cannot count your charm as being a marketable commodity.
My partner and I are prepared to make you a very sweet deal.
Your partner? Asa? Oh, don't delude yourself. Asa doesn't have any partners.
Why don't you let me worry about that?
Okay. Don't take this personally, but my answer is no sale. No way and no how.
I think you will change your mind.
Big words, Buchanan Boyd, but forgive me. I'm not impressed.
Don't let your personal feelings cloud your business sense, Dorian.
I always take my business very personally.
Look, you haven't been liquid since you paid Asa back. Selling the warehouse is the perfect and the fastest way to come out on top.
I always come out on top, eventually. Now, which part of no don't you understand?
Feast your eyes.
What am I looking at?
Melidor's new home. a few miles outside Lambview, but it has double the square footage of the space you're in now.
Wow, you've done your homework. I'm touched. But the answer is still no way.
I don't get it.
Melodor doesn't need any more space. And just knowing how much Asa wants this property has made it very precious to me. So once again, my answer is no way, no how.
Think of it as killing two birds with one warehouse. You can return my favor to you and make a profit at the same time.
I'm sorry, what favor would that be?
You know.
I have no idea.
You asked me to help break up Kelly and Joey.
Oh, wait, let's give credit where credit is due. Joe wrote to Kelly and told her not to come to Paris.
Well, and if it wasn't for me, she would have been on the next flight out of here. I'm the one who convinced her Joey was signing off and ending the relationship.
Yeah, that's true. So, you have my eternal gratitude. But if you think I am so grateful that I'm going to part with real estate, especially to Asa Buchanan, well, you're sadly mistaken. You're just going to have to earn your Buchanan stripes some other way.
Well, just take some time. Think about it first.
My decision is already made. Please excuse me. I have so much work to do.
All right, I will go. But this is not over yet. I'm not giving up.
Bye.
Andrew, I'm sorry.
Save it, please. I've done my time trying to figure out what went wrong. Where to put the blame, the pity, the anger, the regret. It's over here. Now. Everything ends here. I want this to be over. Quickly, cleanly.
I guess that's all for the best.
What do you want, Cassie? Aside from the obvious.
What about River?
Obviously, you'll be able to see him as often as you like. You will see him in his home without Kevin.
I understand.
Good.
What did you tell him? About where I was last night?
I lied. I told him you were helping your family after Blair's accident. That's an excuse that won't last forever.
I understand.
What are you going to tell him?
I thought that we could...
No, we. I'm going to be the one to put together all the pieces when you walk out that door. I will not be the one to break his heart.
Okay, can you cover for me until tomorrow?
I can do that.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what to say.
Choose your words carefully. It's going to be hard enough on him without having to hear the wrong ones.
Well, that's it. I'll go pack up some things.
We have to discuss one more thing. Do you want to file or shall I?
File.
Divorce papers. You made your choice. No need to belabor this any more than necessary.
I don't know. I don't know, Andrew. I have to think about it. I have to think about it.
Oh.
Lunch?
What are you doing?
Just say yes, honey. Say yes.
No, now I've got to organize all of this.
You know what stresses your enemy? You've been cooped up in this office since 7:30 this morning. I am offering you sunshine, fresh air, lunch, and me.
How about offering to help?
Sure.
Besides, fresh air is good, sunshine is good, you is good. Lunch is absolutely no incentive.
Why not?
Because lunch is a tofu and protein powder shake.
Oh, honey, go. We can cheat.
Get thee behind me, Satan.
No, with salad. We'll cheat with salad, but you better say yes, or I'm going to use the handcuffs.
Again?
You always like the handcuffs.
Well, I have a lot to do here. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a call. Okay? Soon. An hour. I promise.
Swear.
I swear.
Maybe we could cheat, though, with a slice. You know? Small slice. A lot of pepperoni.
Get out of here.
Later.
Hey, what would it cost for a moment of the counselor's time?
Come on in. An hour. An hour, Bo, I swear. Sit down.
Thank you.
Oh. What can I help you with?
Well, actually, I came to help you. To ease up on Rachel.
What gave you the idea I need help raising my daughter?
Well, Rachel did. Well, you lost it when she said she wanted to come work at the club with me.
I think it's a dangerous move.
Dangerous.
Yes. For Rachel, yes.
Okay, all right. Well, see, this is the problem. Give the girl some credit. She knows her mind.
I give Rachel plenty of credit. She is very independent, intelligent, gifted.
Incapable of making choices.
In this situation, perhaps.
Okay, well, at least we're getting somewhere. Now just tell me why.
Oh, RJ, I don't have to tell you why. The music business isn't exactly run by a bunch of choir boys. Asking her and telling her and encouraging her to make this career move is tantamount to telling her to go play in heavy traffic.
I'd never let anything happen to her.
Oh, but things have happened to Rachel. On your watch.
Oh, that's cold.
The truth sometimes is. The truth is, Rachel got hooked on drugs while she was working for you. She ended up in the street.
But that was not...
Javier Perez. Yes, I know that. But still,
you hold me responsible.
You can't make the guarantees I need.
Nora, I can sit here and promise you that I will take care of Rachel. I can protect her.
Those aren't promises anyone can keep.
Okay, well, break it down for me. You mean anyone? Or just me?
Mom, all I'm saying is that you were in a very similar situation to the one that Cassie and I are in right now with Sloan. So, before you pass any judgment, just please think about that.
I have thought about it.
You were still with Dad, you know, when you...
I loved Sloan very, very much.
I know that, Mom. And you know me. So can't you just even allow for the possibility that maybe I, too, have found a strong love?
It's wrong, Kevin. I could go on. I won't.
Thank you.
I expect it's an exercise in futility to try to change your mind.
Look, I know I can't have your blessing, but please, if you're offering your forbearance, or your neutrality, or even your leniency, I'll take them.
Try for neutrality.
Thanks.
I suppose in light of the other issues involved, the problems inherent in an office romance are not really that important. But I'm afraid I have to ask you this. As your publisher, how long do you think that you and Cassie can work together?
Mom, working together is the easy part.
For now.
We have managed to keep it professional all the way up until now. I don't see it changing.
I wish I shared your optimism.
Mom, I love Cassie. I want to make her happy, and I think I can do that. And I hope, in time, you'll be able to be happy for us.
Well, thanks for seeing me. Well, when I heard Mel Hayes had some questions for me, I was curious. You sit there.
Oh, all right, I'll sit there. I was pleased to hear Blair and your daughter are doing better, and congratulations on finding a bone marrow match for
I know
Star.
you don't want to talk about this. Isn't a social call. You looking for a new job already?
No, I've still got my job. I'm looking for a story.
Why don't you look somewhere else?
Tell me about the accident.
I'll give you the number for the Landview Police Department.
No, anyone can print up a police report. I'm looking for more than that. I'm looking for your story.
My story. Your paper. That's funny.
Well, I figure it's kind of payback. You had me howling in your headlines.
That was a good picture, though.
I figure you owe me.
On one condition. You get Vicky's okay to print the truth about what happened that night.
Which is?
That accident was no accident. Patrick meant to drive that car off the road.
Why do you think he'd want to do something like that?
Patrick's fiancée, Marty Sabrick, was whining in front of a bunch of witnesses about how upset she was that Blair was pregnant with Patrick's baby. And he walked out of there, said he was going to take care of it.
Take care of it?
Direct quote. So, Patrick offers Blair a ride home, only he doesn't drive her home. He drives her right into a tree. No seatbelt, no airbag. He walks away healthy. Blair's got more broken bones than she has unbroken bones, and the kid conveniently got taken care of. End of story.
Well, see, that sounds more like coincidence than convenience.
Freud said there are no accidents.
Now, the police report says that he swerved to avoid a head-on collision with an oncoming car.
What car? Show me the car. You show me the car. Police haven't found a car.
No, but they found skid marks.
And is there any proof that those skid marks are directly linked to the so-called accident?
No.
Do I have to say anything else?
Do you mind if I smoke?
No, go right ahead. Just don't exhale.
Are you generally paranoid? Or is there something in your history with Thornhart that brings it out on you?
So you want it all?
I'm rarely satisfied with anything less. How did you and Thornhart meet?
My mistake. I went to Ireland to do a good deed. For Marty. Not my usual shtick.
No kidding.
Huh. Anyway, no good deed goes unpunished. I went there to bring Marty back to Landview to visit some dying little girl in a hospital. What did I get for it but a bullet in my back?
Wait. How did this happen?
I borrowed Thornhart's coat. I took a walk in the fog. The next thing I know, I'm dead.
And what did Patrick do?
What any fourth-rate poet in his position would do. He stole my passport. He came to Landview. He seduced my widow, and for good measure, he got her pregnant.
So that's not exactly the basis of a lasting friendship, is it?
All I know is that Thornhart hates me as much as I despise him.
What's his beef with you?
Ask the poet boy.
I've got to tell you, this is going to make a pretty hard sell back in the Banner.
Oh, you're telling me they worship at the Thornhart altar.
Okay. I think I understand why you hate Patrick. Now, let's try this again. What's he got against you?
People hate what they fear. And right now, Thornhart fears me.
Clue me in, counselor. This tedious game of pin the blame on RJ, when does it end?
Nobody's playing any games, RJ.
Then what does it take to get the faintest glimmer of respect from my family?
You earn respect. It's not a gift, RJ. And for the record, some friendly advice? Why did you act as if what we thought of you mattered?
It does. If only because it matters to Rachel.
Yes.
Listen, if your boy Vega came to you and said he's getting into the music business, starting a record label, I'd bet you'd gather all the fine folks in town together and celebrate. With me, all I get is suspicion and distrust.
That's not entirely true.
Oh, come on. Yes, it is. The whole world is welcome with open arms, a pat on the back, but I get the back of your hand. Now, why is that? Past mistakes? I mean, what's the statute of limitation on those, huh? I have no ulterior motives. I've got nothing up my sleeve.
There are others in the music industry. You know, and there's the drugs, the lifestyle.
What about the ones who are working in the business because they love music? I love jazz, and there are people in the industry every bit as serious as you, Bo and Hank. Those are the ones I want at my club. Those are the ones I want on my label. I want to give them a place where they can create, a place where they can perfect their art and be respected. I want to turn a whole new generation on to jazz. I want to see what the young musicians are into. And hey, if they are not into playing, they will not be playing with me. Where's the harm?
That remains to be seen.
I don't have a wall full of diplomas, no law degree, but I know what's criminal. And you, Bo and Hank, discouraging Rachel from something she's excited about simply because it's easier to condemn than be enlightened? Look, we're wasting our time anyway. Because Rachel is going to do exactly what Rachel wants to do.
Hey, Mama.
Hello.
Tornado or earthquake?
Little of both. Don't ask.
Well, maybe this'll help. I have a little iced decaf cappuccino. Sugarless bran muffin. See, I thought you could use a little afternoon pick-me-up.
Don't you think I deserve a slice of chocolate cheesecake for the little stunt you pulled?
What do you mean?
Having RJ come over here, get me to change my mind, ring any bells?
He volunteered. He insisted.
Sure he did. Afternoon pick-me-up like heck. This is a mop-up operation.
Okay. How did it go? Whoops.
Hey.
Hi, Bo.
Hi, Rachel. Honey, you were going to meet me like 40 minutes ago?
I got derailed.
Uncle RJ came to talk to Mom about me going to work for him, and we're just waiting for her reaction.
You know, it's so hard not to employ those words that are so much fun that you can't say in front of children.
I'm not a child, Mother.
I know.
All right, let's hear it.
It was very convincing. He said a lot of things, and he obviously believes in the legitimacy of his idea.
So far, so good.
And he said that he would do everything in his power to protect Rachel from the unsavory possibilities, which is my main concern. And he says that he really believes in this music deal, and I never thought I'd be the one to say this, but I think RJ is legit.
Yeah.
So, you're gonna do it, and I hate it.
I just had the most unusual conversation with your brother.
Oh, well, that adjective applies to almost any conversation with Todd.
He appears to believe that Patrick wrapped Blair around that tree on purpose.
Yes, I've heard his thoughts on the subject.
Are you two really part of the same gene pool?
Yes, indeed we are.
Well, what's your take on his theory?
I rarely agree with my brother, although I think I understand him pretty well. Mr. Hayes, do you believe that patterns of behavior are genetically determined?
To some extent. Although I lean rather more heavily in favor of conditioning. Why do you ask?
My gene pool is the cause of some concern around here this afternoon. Not Todd. My son, Kevin.
Does this relate to his situation with Cassie Carpenter?
How do you know about that?
I protect my sources.
Well, I guess I like that in a reporter.
Then I gather you don't approve of Kevin and Cassie.
Approve? It's not a question of approval. It's rather how to control this irrational urge I have to jump up and down and pull my hair out at the roots and scream that they are making a terrible, irreversible mistake.
I was about 2 seconds away from getting worried about you.
Come here.
I told my mom. Figured she should hear it from me before the rumor mill started grinding out speculation.
How'd you take it?
She was less than overjoyed, but I was not disowned, so could have been worse. How'd it go for you?
Oh, I really haven't had a chance to process it yet. It was cold and distant. Seen them kind of to strangers.
Well, Cass, all things considered, I wouldn't expect much else.
He wants to file for a divorce as soon as possible. Make it clean and simple for River's sake.
Well, that's a good sign, right? He's beginning to understand the marriage is over.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's what we wanted, right?
Yes, yes.
Well, then how come you're still upset?
Very sensitive, Kevin. Thank you.
Cass, I'm sorry, but... I don't know what I was going to say to you, but I'm sorry.
I just didn't think the end was going to be this hard.
We're together now. And it's just going to get easier day by day.